Yes, good evening students. Paper number 27. Now in this paper number 27 RRB PO, question numbers 1 to 5. In an apartment, 8 persons, DEF, GH, IJ and K are the 8 persons, live on 8 different floors, but not necessarily in the same order. The lowermost floor of the building is number 1 and so on. And they are of different stream of engineering. Some 8 different engineering streams were also clearly given. Then, now as 8 persons are there, now fix these floors at the center. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. Now in total 8 different floors, 8 different persons and 8 different streams. Then in this one, if you go for condition number 1 in this, the one who lives on the 4th floor is specialized in mechanical engineering. Now 4th floor. 4th floor is what? Mechanical. And the 4th floor mechanical, this is fixed. 4th floor is mechanical. And D lives on an odd number floor but above 3rd floor. D, odd number floor above 3rd floor. Hence, how many possibilities do we have? D can be either on the 5th one or D can be on the 7th one, isn't it? There are 2 different possibilities for this one, mechanical and next one. The number of persons between D and electrical is same as the number of persons between D and I. And D and electrical is same as D and I. The next one. The one who is specialized in instrumentation engineering lives on lowermost. Instrumentation is at the lowermost, and this is instrumentation, this is fixed. Instrumentation, lowermost floor. K lives on an even number floor. K, even number floor, and this person is specialized in automobile engineering. Now this K is specialized in automobile engineering and lives in even number floor. K, even number floor and automobile engineering. There are 2 floors between E and H, and E lives above H. There are 2 floors between E and H, E lives above H, and E is specialized in aeronautical. E is aeronautical engineering, and J lives just above the one who is specialized in aeronautical. Hence, J will be here, just above. Hence, J, E, aeronautical, 2 blanks followed by H. And the number of floors between the one who is specialized in aeronautical engineering and mechanical engineering is 2. Mechanical and aeronautical engineering, there must be 2. Now below this mechanical, 2 is not possible because instrumentation is already there on the 1st floor. Hence 2 aeronautical must be on the 7th floor. If aeronautical is here, then who is aeronautical engineering here? E is aeronautical. As E is aeronautical in this one, aeronautical is here, but whereas D cannot be aeronautical, this case is completely invalid. Now we have left with this one. If E is aeronautical engineering, then J must be at this place. Now we are considering this information, and between E and H there must be exactly 2, and H is mechanical engineering, isn't it? And the one who is specialized in aeronautical engineering lives on odd number floor, and E is living on odd number floor. Next one. The number of floors between the one who is specialized in civil engineering and the floor on which F lives is same as between F and G. Now between F and G and civil engineering, the number of floors must be the same. I lives below the floor on which D lives. Now let us go through this information once again. And D lives on an odd number floor. Now between E and H we have taken D lives on an odd number floor. About the number of persons between D and electrical. D and electrical is same as between D and I. D and electrical same as D and I. Now tell me whether I can be at this place or not. If I is here, then between D and I there is no person, hence between D and electrical also there should not be anything. And this is not possible. I cannot be at this place. Then tell me I can be at this place or not. Now if I is here, between D and I there is 1 person, hence between D and electrical there must be 1, hence electrical cannot be here, that's also ruled out. Then next one. then tell me I can be at this place or not. Now if I is here, then between D and I there are two persons, and between D and electrical there must be two persons, and where is that person? That person is J and electrical. D and electrical, that is finest. And the one who is specialized in instrumentation lives on lower, K lives on an even number floor. As K lives on an even number floor, K must be on the 6th floor, and he is specialized in what? And he is specialized in aeronautical, and K is specialized in automobile, and K is specialized in automobile. This is also fixed. There are two floors between E and H. E and H, we have taken that information, and we have taken this one as well, this one. And the number of floors between the one who is specialized in aeronautical and mechanical. Aeronautical and mechanical is 2. Now aeronautical and mechanical is 2, that's we have taken. And the one who is specialized in aeronautical engineering lives on odd number floor, that's also fine. Next one, odd number floor. The number of floors between the one who is specialized in civil engineering and F. F and civil engineering. F and civil engineering is same as F and G. Is same as F and G. If F is here, then G will be here. If F is here, G will be here. Or if F is here, G will be here. How many possibilities do we have? We have some 2 possibilities for this F and G. Then if you take F at this place, then G will be here. Between F and G, how many persons are there? F and G, there is 1 person. And similarly, and the one who is specialized in civil engineering and F is also be 1. Hence F and civil engineering, hence this G must be civil engineering, which is not possible. Is it possible here? And as it is not possible in this case, then what is the possibility here? F at this place, F is on floor number 3, F is on floor number 3, and this G will be here. And between F and civil engineering, F and civil engineering, yes, how many persons are there? Between F and G there is 1 person, F and civil engineering there is 1 person. And no information given about the remaining. If this person is software, then this person must be chemical, or if this person is software, and this person must be chemical. And so how many possibilities do we have? We have some 2 possibilities regarding this software and this chemical. Let's write down this arrangement. Now this is about question numbers 1 to 5. The final arrangement is JE, KD, HF, IG. Electrical, aeronautical, automobile, civil, mechanical, software or chemical, chemical or software, finally instrumentation. The next one, now in question number 6, P greater than C. As P greater than C, C is here and P is here, this is lesser than, and this also must be either lesser than or equal to, either it can be equal to or lesser than or equals to. In any one of these cases will definitely get C lesser than P. That means P greater than C is also true. And the symbol could be either equal, lesser than or equals. Then coming to this one, C and B, C greater than B. B is here and C is here. Now B greater than C. Hence, now this is wrong at all. It cannot be C greater than. It must be C lesser than B. If you take C lesser than B, then as B greater than C, this must be either equal to or greater than, equal to or greater than or equals to anything. Hence the question need to be changed. Here it is not C greater than B, it must be lesser than. Hence what can be your answer here? And equal to here and greater than, B greater than C means C lesser than B, definitely true. And there is an error in this question, it cannot be greater than at all. Then question number 7. Now in this question number 7, 5 persons, namely A, B, C, D and E, going to school in different ways of the week, days of the week starting from Monday to Friday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday and Friday are the 5 days. 2 persons are going between C and B. How many are in between C and B? There are 2 persons. As there are 2 persons between C and B, how many possibilities do we have? We have some 2 possibilities for this C and B. And C is going before Wednesday. As C is going before Wednesday, C can be either on Monday or C can be on Tuesday. If C is here, 2 persons between C and B, then in the first case B must be on Thursday, and in the second case B must be on Friday. There are 2 possibilities. and C is going before Wednesday. D is going to the school immediately after E. D is immediately after E. As D is immediately after E, and if this is E, this will be D, or if this is E, this will be D. And D is going to the school immediately after E. Then what is left over here? A is left over. Here also A is left over. Then who among the following persons are going to school on Wednesday? Isn't it? And one more information. What is it? A is not going on Friday. As A is not going on Friday, this case is ruled out. As this case is ruled out, the question is about Wednesday. And who is that person who is going on Wednesday? E. That is choice 4. Question number 7, choice 4 is the answer. Then 8 to 12. Now in this question numbers 8 to 12, 8 people, A, B, C, D, P, Q, R, and S, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 persons, A, B, C, D, P, Q, R, S, and are sitting in a straight line. They are all facing north. Each one of them has a different A's. And B sits at one of the extreme ends of the line. As B sits at one of the extreme ends of the line, B at this place, that is one possibility. Then what is the other possibility here? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And B at this place. Hence there are 2 possibilities in this one. B sits at one of the extreme ends of the row. There are 3 persons between C and Q. Between C and Q, how many persons are there? There are 3 persons between C and Q. Now if you take C at this place, 1, 2, 3, Q will be here. Or in the reverse order, Q or C. And there are 3 persons between C and Q. Q is of neither 14 nor 18. Q is neither 14 nor 19-year-old. There are 2 persons between D and the one who is 23-year-old. Now D and 23, how many persons are there? There are 2 persons between D and 23. If D is here, 1 to 23, D and 20. Again, they could be in the reverse order, isn't it? And between D and 23, there must be exactly 2 persons. Neither Q nor D is the oldest. Neither Q nor D is the oldest. And this Q and D, what is the eldest? Who is eldest here? 31-year-old. Q and D cannot be 31-year-old. And the age, the difference of immediate neighbors of D is 5 years. The age difference of the immediate neighbors of D is 5-year-old. Next one. A sits to the right of R. A is to the right of R, and but not to the immediate right. But not to the immediate right. Next one. And there are 3 persons between B and the one whose age is 16-year-old. Yes. Now this is what the information we got. There are 3 persons between B and 16. As there are 3 persons between B and 16, 16 must be at this place. There are 3 persons sitting between B and the one whose age is 16-year-old. The one whose age is 19-year sits third to the right of C. 19-year-old sits third to the right of C. This person will be 19. 19 sits third to the right of C. R sits second to the right of B. R sits second. As R sits to the right of B. As R is to the right of B, this case is completely ruled out, isn't it? R sits to the right of B. Next one. R sits to the right of B. Q sits second to the right of the person who is 23-year-old. Now Q is seated second to the right of whom? Second to the right of the person who is 23-year-old. And C blank 23-year-old, 19-year-old, and Q will be here. And P sits to the immediate left of the one who is 14-year-old. And P is to the immediate left of 14-year-old. Then, now in this case, if you combine these two, 23-year-old is there. There are 2 persons between D and 23. As there are 2 persons between D and 23, 1, 2, D will be here. Isn't it? And tell me what is the possibility here. Then let us check out for C. Can C be at this place? Tell me. If C is here, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 19-year-old must be here, which is not possible. And C cannot be here. Then can C be here? If you take C at this place, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, isn't it? C blank and 1, 2, 3, Q, that is not at all possible. Then what is the only possibility? The possibility wherein, now if you take C at this place, blank, 23 is not possible. Hence C cannot be here. The only possibility wherein we can have this C is C at this place. In between C and 3, C and Q, there are 3 persons. And after this one, this is 23-year-old and this is 19-year-old. And again coming to this one, D and 23, D must be here. Then only 2 persons between D and 23. Clear? Next one. A is to the right of R, that is given. and P is to the immediate left of 14-year-old. As P is to the immediate left of 14-year-old, P cannot be anyone else. Can P be at this place? If P is here, Q must be 14, which is ruled out because Q cannot be 14 or 19, isn't it? Hence P cannot be at this place. Cannot be here, cannot be here, cannot be here, and hence P must be here. If P is here, then what is the relation between R and A? A is to the right of R but not to the immediate right. A is to the right of R but not to the immediate right, R and A will be here. If R and A is here, then who is the person left over? S is the person left over. Done with this? Now this is the final arrangement. What is the final arrangement here? BPD, CR, SAQ. Now we need to identify, then now this P, whatever this P is to the immediate left of 14-year-old, and this person must be 14-year-old, isn't it? As this person is 14-year-old, the immediate neighbors of D, the age difference between the immediate neighbors of D is how much? 5 years. Now 5 years among these numbers, and what are the numbers given here? Here 14 plus 5, 19, out of which 14 is already done, and that combination is ruled out. 14 plus 5, 19. 16 plus 5, 21, 16 is already the age of R, it cannot have. 17 plus 5, 22 is not there. 19 plus 5, 24 is not there. 21 plus 5 is 26 is there, isn't it? Hence these two persons must be 21 and 26. If these two persons are 21 and 26 in any order, then Q is not 31-year-old, hence this B must be 31-year-old. If B is 31-year-old done, 21, 26 were also completed, then whatever this one, this Q must be 17-year-old. Then, and C is not the fourth oldest person. First oldest, second oldest, third oldest, fourth oldest. Fourth oldest is 21. C is not 21, hence P is 21 and C is 26. And this is what the final arrangement. 8 persons seated in a row facing towards north, and they are of different ages. Let's write down this arrangement. Then let us discuss about this 14 to 18. Now in this 14 to 18, there are 7 persons, P, Q, R, S, T, U and V, who were born on the same day of the same month of different year, 84, 46, 67, 72, 82 and so on, and their ages are considered as on the same month and day of 2017 as their date of birth. Now the base date is clearly given. As the base date is clearly given, now we need to find out the ages and the persons. And 7 persons, 14 to 18. Now question numbers 14 to 18, 7 persons are there and they were born in different years. And what are the years here? Starting from 1984. 1984. Now we should always try to represent this one in the ascending order. Now here 1946 is there. First try to represent this 1946. 1946. If this is 1946 and the next increasing number is what? 1967. 1946, 1967, next to 67 is 72. 1972, next to 1972. What is the next number here? 1982. 72, 82, next one is 84, and after this 84, next one is 89, and finally 92. Because the advantage by writing these elements in the increasing order or the ascending order is that now we can represent the ages of these persons simultaneously. Now what is the base date here? The base date is 2017, now 1946 to 2017. As tell me what is the age of this person. 1946 to 2000 is how much? 54. 54 plus 17 is how much? 71. And the age of the eldest person is 71. Now starting from this. Now 46 and 70, 67. What is the difference between these two? 21 years, isn't it? 46 to 67. 56, 66 plus 1, 21 years. Plus 21, here the age will be minus 21. Minus 21, the age of this person must be 50. 67 to 52 plus 5, here it must be minus 5, 45. 72 to 82 plus 10, here it must be minus 10, 35. And the next one, 82 to 84 plus 2, here it must be minus 2, that is 33. 84 to 89 plus 5, here it must be minus 5, that is 28. And 89 to 92 plus 3, here it must be minus 3, 25. Now these are the ages of these persons. Now we need to find out who is of which age. Then their ages are considered. The difference between the ages of Q and R. Difference between Q and R is how much? Twice the square root of the age of one of the 7 persons. Now the difference between Q and R is how much? Q and R is 2 times the square root of the ages of one of the persons. Now among these 7 ages, 71, 50, 45, 55, 33, 28 and 25, now we need to find out a square root. Yes, which is the square root here? 71 cannot be written as a square root, and 50 and so on. 25 is a square root. As 25 is a square root, then what is the square root of 25? 5. And the difference between Q and R is how much? Twice that of this 5, and 2 into 5. The difference between these two is 10 years. Have you followed this one or not? The difference between the ages of Q and R is twice the square root of one of the ages of one of the persons. And square root of one of the persons is 25, that is the only square root here, and 25 square root is 5, and twice that of 5 is 10. The difference between Q and R is, Q and R, what are the different possibilities? Either 45, 35 or 35, 25. There are two possibilities, 45, 35 or 35, 25. Then ages of one of this one. And what are the possibilities here? 45, 35 and 35, 25. There are two possibilities in this. Then one other point. Difference between the ages of R and S. Now the difference between the ages of R and S is same as the number obtained by dividing the ages of any of the 5 members. Any of the remaining 5 members means if you take the case of R and S, except that R and S, there are 5 persons, and among those 5 persons, the ages of 2 persons, if they are divided, then that division is the difference between these two. Any అర్థమైందండి? No. ఇక్కడ ఎవరెవరు ఉన్నారు చెప్పండి మనకి? R and S. R and S ఏదో ఏజెస్ అనుకోండి, వాళ్ళిద్దరు చెప్పించి రిమైనింగ్ 5 పర్సన్స్ ఉన్నారు. ఆ రిమైనింగ్ 5 పర్సన్స్లో 2 నెంబర్లు ఏమవ్వచ్చు చెప్పండి? ఏజెస్ 2 డివైడ్ అవుతున్నాయంట. ఆ 2 డివైడ్ అయితే, ఆ డివైడ్ అయినప్పుడు ఎంత వచ్చిందో దట్ ఈస్ ద డిఫరెన్స్ బిట్వీన్ దీస్ టూ. దట్ మీన్స్ అమాంగ్ దీస్ నెంబర్స్ there are 2 numbers which must be divided with each other. Is there any numbers which are divided? No, sir. Among the remaining 5, ఇది కూడా అవసరం లేదు అసలు మీకు. And the square of R and S is same, dividing the ages of the other 5 members. The other 5 members అవసరం లేదు. Among these 7 members, there are only 2 numbers which are divided by each other. Isn't it? What are those 2 numbers? 25 and 50. As 25 and 50, then what is the division here? 25 into how much is 52? Now the difference between R and S is 2. Sarvena? R and S is 2. How you got these 2 here? Fine. Now ikkada chudandi emana. Then difference between the ages of R and S. R ki S ki madhyalo age difference ఎంత ఉందో అన్నారు చెప్పండి? Is the same as equal to the number obtained by what? A number obtained by what? Dividing the ages of the remaining persons. ఇచ్చిన 7 మెంబర్స్లో ఏదైనా ఏజెస్ 2 డివైడ్ అయితే ఏదైతే మనకి నెంబర్ వచ్చిందో అది ఏజ్ డిఫరెన్స్ అన్నాడు. ఇక్కడ మనకి ఏవైనా 2 నెంబర్స్ డివైడ్ అవుతాయా? 71తో ఏదైనా నెంబర్ డివైడ్ అవుతుందో? అవ్వదు. 50 and 25 are divided with each other. 45 is it divided by any one of these numbers? No. And 35 is not divided by any one of these numbers. 33 not divided by, 28 not. Hence there are only 2 numbers, 50 and 25. Now this 50 is divided by 25. If 50 is divided by 25, what is the number you are getting? 2 is the number. If 2 is the number you are getting, the difference between R and S is 2. If the difference between R and S is 2, then what should be the value? Now Q and R. If you take Q is 45, then R will be 35. If R is 35, S must be, difference between R and S is 2. Either 37 or 33 is it there or not? S 33 is there. That is one possibility. Then if you take this possibility for Q and R, if Q is 35. Then R will be 25. If R is 25, S must be either 23 or 28, 27 is which is not there, isn't it? Hence, what can we identify this one? Here we can able to finalize the age of R. What is the age of R? R is 35. If R is 35, difference between R and S is 2, S will be 33. If S is 33, difference between Q and R. What is the difference between Q and R? Q and R is 10. Hence, if R is 35, Q can be either 45 or 25. There are two possibilities. Avuna kada? R is 35 and S is 33. Then, age of P is greatest among those whose age is a multiple of 5. Among the multiples of 5, what are the multiples of 5? 25, 35, 45, 50. Among these, and who is that person? P is more. And T is older than V who is not the youngest. And T is older than V who is not the youngest. As T is older than, and Q is not the youngest person, clearly given. As Q is not the youngest person clearly given, then what should the value of the age of this Q? Q must be 45. If this Q is 45 and T is older than V, T must be here. And V is not the youngest, V must be here. If V is here, then who is the person left over? Tell me. P, Q, R, S, T, U is the person left over. And the age of this one. Earlier this was given in your examination way back in 2017. 2017 IBPS PO Tier 1. 17 as it is question. Clear? 1 year back ఇచ్చింది ఇప్పటికీ ఇంకా చేస్తున్నారు, ఇంకా డౌట్ ఉంది ఈ క్వశ్చన్. ఇంతకుముందు మనం ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేసాం కూడా ఇది. సరిపోయిందా? అక్కడే కన్ఫ్యూజ్ అవుతారు. ఎక్కడ చెప్పండి? డివైడెడ్ అండ్ ద స్క్వేర్ రూట్ ఆఫ్ దిస్. ఇప్పటికి ఆ స్క్వేర్ రూట్కి అలవాటు పడ్డారేమో, ఆ డివిజన్ ఇంకా ఉండిపోయింది అలా. ఇజంట్ ఇట్? నౌ దిస్ ఈజ్ అబౌట్ క్వశ్చన్ నెంబర్స్ 14 to 18. Let's write down this final arrangement. TPQ, RS, VU, and the ages are 71, 50, 45, 35, 33, 28 and 25. And this is about 14 to 18. As 19th one, coding and decoding. And question number 20 done. Now question number 20, then 21 and 22. Now in this question numbers 21 and 22. Now in this 21 and 22, now there are two boxes K and L. How many boxes are there? There are 4 boxes J, K, L, M in which 4 types of fruits are stored. Fruits are lychee, apple, grapes and mango. Boxes are arranged in such a manner from top to bottom. And boxes are arranged from top to bottom. There are 2 boxes between K and L. As there are 2 boxes between K and L, how many possibilities do we have? There are some 2 possibilities. What are those 2? If K is here, then L will be here. And what is the second possibility? Now I am writing the second possibility. If L is here, K will be here. Clear now? K and L. There are 2 boxes between K and L. The box in which grapes are stored is above L. Grapes are stored above L. This case is ruled out because L is the topmost floor, which is not possible, and this case is completely ruled out. Hence we are left with only one case, wherein K is at the top and L is at the bottom. Isn't it? Then what is the other information? The box in which grapes are stored is above L. Grapes are stored above L. Grapes can be in any one of the first 3. Then, but not immediately above. Hence grapes cannot be here. Hence grape must be either the first one or the second. And the box in which apple is stored is immediately below M. Immediately below M is apple, and but not stored in box L. As apple is not stored in box L, apple must be here. If apple is here, M will be here. And what is left over here? J, K, L, M. J must be at this place. The box in which apple is stored is immediately below M, but not stored in L. Lychee is above mango, but not immediately above apple. Lychee is above mango, but not immediately. Hence this must be lychee. And if this is lychee is above, but not immediate, lychee is above mango, but not to the immediate above of apple box. Lychee is above this one. Then tell me what are the other possibility here? the box in which grapes are stored is above L. Above L but not immediately above, and this must be grapes. If this is grapes, and this must be mango. Done with this arrangement? Now this is about question numbers 21 and 22. Then 23 onwards, 8 persons. M and O, M and OV, W, X, Y and Z attend seminars on different months of the same year. How many different months? There are 3 different months. March, June, October and November, 4 different months. Such that not more than 2 persons attend their seminars in each of the months. Seminars can be held either on 10th or 27th of the month. Either on 10th or 27th of these 4 months. Then, now sir, first let us fix this one. And what are the months here, tell me? March 10th, and what is the other possibility? March 10th and March 27th. Next one, after this March, the next one is June 10th and June 10th and June 27th. Next one after June is what? October 10th and October 27th. October 10th and October 27th, and November 10th and November 27th. Isn't it? Yesterday I have explained regarding this one, how to represent the data in such cases. Rather than writing adjacent to each other, it is always advisable to you to represent the data like this. Then, no 2 seminars can be held on the same day. W and N attend the seminars in the same month. W and N must be in the same month together. W and N in the same month. There are 3 seminars between X and O. Between X and O, how many are there? There are 3. Between X and O, which is before what is not clearly given. W does not attend their seminar in November. W does not attend in the month of November. W and N can be either in the October or June or March. W N cannot be in the month of November. Hence November, this is ruled out. Then W does not attend a seminar in November. Z attends his seminar immediately after N. As Z is immediately after N, N is here, then W will be here, Z will be here. Why it was so? Because W and N must be in the same month, and Z is immediately followed by this one. N and Z cannot be in the same month, because there are only 2 dates in a month. Hence this W and N, Z must be in this place. Now tell me what are the different possibilities for this W and N, Z. If you take W at this place, N at this place, Z will be here. What is the possibility I have taken here? W in the month of October. Then what is the other? W does not attend seminar in November. Z attends his seminar immediately after N. V attends his seminar in the month of November. As V attends in the month of November, what is after here? V is at this place. And V attends in the month of November. And the number of persons who attend their seminars between Y and Z. Earlier we have one information. What is that information here? Between X and O there must be exactly 3 persons. Is it possible to have 3 persons in between X and O? Not possible. Hence W and N cannot be in the month of October as well. Done? Now we have finalized W and N cannot be in the month of October and it cannot be in the month of November as well. Then tell me, W and N can be June. If W is here, N will be here. And what is the other possibility? If W is here, N will be here. Isn't it? If W and N is followed by Z, it must be followed by Z. And V is in the month of November. V can be in any one of these 2 dates in November. Then between X and O. Between X and O there must be exactly 3. As between X and O there must be 3. X and O cannot be here. Are you following this one or not? If X and O is here 1, 2, 3, the other one must be October, it is not ruled out. X and O cannot be here. Hence X or O, and 3 means X or O will be here. 3 in between X and O. The number of persons who attend their seminars between Y and Z is same as the number of persons between N and now here. X does not attend in the month of October. As X is not in the month of October, now in this case X and O. X and O, XRO, 1, 2, 3, XRO will be here. If XRO is here, W will be here. Isn't it? The second possibility. Then, the number of persons who attend their seminars between Y and Z. Between Y and Z is same as the number of persons between N and V. Now, between N and V. Now, V is in the month of November. If V is here, let us take for example. Between N and V, how many persons are there? There are 2 persons. As 2 persons between N and V, hence between Y and Z also there must be exactly 2. Y and Z, can we have 2 in between Y and Z? 2 in between Y and Z. As Y and Z. Between N and V there are 2 in this one, and Y and Z. Z is here, there are 2, hence Y will be here, isn't it? If Y is here, then what is the other thing left over here? If Y is here, Y and Z there are 2, and N and V there are 2, Y and Z, then what is the other thing left over here? And X, W attends seminar before N. W attends seminar before N, we have taken this information as well. And same as the persons between, X does not attend the seminar in the month of October. As X cannot be here, O will be here. If O is here, then X will be here. If X is here, then who is the person left over? Tell me. Tell me who is the person left over. M is the person left over. M is this place. Tell me whether the entire information is valid or not. Cheppandi saripinda idina information invalid ayinda. Then, now let us go through this information once again. W and N, no 2 seminars can be held. W and N attend the seminars on the same month. 3 seminars between X and O, that is fine. And W does not attend the seminar in the month of November. W does not attend in the month of November. Z attends the seminar immediately after N. Z is immediately after N. V attends his seminar in the month of November, that is true. And the number of persons who attend their seminars between Y and Z. Between Y and Z, how many persons are there in between Y and Z? There are 2. Is same as the number of persons who attend their seminars between N and V. Between N and V. Between N and V, how many persons are there? 2 persons. And between Y and Z also there are 2. X does not attend the seminar in the month of October, isn't it? X in the month of March. W attends the seminar before N. W is before N, isn't it? It is a valid arrangement. Now, sir, apart from this one, we have one more valid arrangement. Now, I will write one more. Tell me whether that is valid or not. Huh? Now, in this one, now the other valid arrangement is Y, X, W, N, Y, X, W, N, Z, O, M, V. This is what the arrangement you got. Meeku vachindi. Avuna kada? Now in this one and this one, whether all the statements are valid or not. Both the cases are there. Okay? Problem itself is wrong. There is an error in this problem. We cannot have 2 different arrangements. W ఎక్కడైనా తీసుకోవచ్చు. ఇదండి యాజ్ ఆఫ్ నో 2 వచ్చాయి కదా, చాలు. ఇంకెందుకు ఇంకా ఎక్కువ. ఇంకో పాసిబిలిటీ వస్తుంది, ఇంకే పెరిగిపోతాయి పాసిబిలిటీస్. చూడండి ఒకసారి. As done with this, let's write down this arrangement. Mx Yes, what is the next one here? Now this is about question numbers 23 to 27. To 27. Then 28 and 29. 28, 29. Question numbers 28, 29. Next one 30th. 30th one. Now question number 30. And now it is based on coordinate inequalities. A greater than R, B lesser than C. That's A greater than R, B less, R lesser than A means A greater than R, and C greater than B means B lesser than C. Isn't it? Choice 2 holds good. Next one. Next one after this question number 30. Then 31 to 33. 31 to 33 again based on coordinate inequalities. Next one question number 34. As tell me question number 34. Now in this question number 34, in a vertical row of 13 persons standing, A is 7th from the beginning. As A is 7th from the beginning, if you write A at this place 7, and how many persons are there before this A? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And after this one, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That means A is exactly at the center of this row, Q. A is 7th from the beginning and 2 persons sits between G and A. 2 persons between G and A. G can be at this place, that is one possibility. And what is the other possibility here? A is here and G can be here, another possibility. And so how many possibilities do we have? We have some 2 possibilities. And persons between A and L is same as between G and Q. A and L same as G and Q. Persons between A and L is same as, and A is 7th and 2 persons between G and A and L is same as G and Q. A and L is same as G and Q. Then what is the position of Q from the beginning? We cannot determine this one at all. Data is not sufficient. And 34. Then question number 35, directions. Then 36 to 40. Now question numbers 36 to 40. Now in these syllogisms, read all the conclusions and decide which are the given conclusions logically follows. That means conclusion that follows. Tell me question number 36. All shops are market. All these shops are what? All shops are market. No market is a factory. And next one. And all factories are garages. All these factories are garages. And first both these two are possibilities. All shops and then some garages are not markets is a possibility. Yes, tell me some garages are not markets is possible or not? Some garages are not markets is possible, isn't it? And some garages are not markets is possible. No, here these are the garages and these are the shop. Some garages are not garage and this is market and garage, hence it is possible. Then what is the first one? All shops are garages is possible. All shops are garages is possible or not? Now we can draw like this. Hence both 1 and 2, that is given in choice 5. Then coming to question number 37. Now in this question number 37, some rings are tones. Some of the rings are tones. Next one, no tone is a noise. Some rings are tones. No tone is a noise. All sounds are noises. All these sounds are noises. And all noises are bands. All these noises are what? All noises are band. Then what is the first one here? Again possibilities. All tones are bands is a possibility. All tones are bands is possible or not? All tones are bands. Yes, we can represent the data like this. Band and tone can be represented like this. First one. Then what is the next one here? Tell me. Then in the next one, no band is sound. No band is sound. Is it possible? Not at all possible, because all S is 1. All sound is band is 2. Hence no band is a sound is possibility will be wrong. Hence only 1 follows 37. Then coming to 38. Now in question number 38, all decisions are final. All these decisions are what? All decisions are final. And next one, some decisions are important. Some of the decisions are important can be written like this. And next one, and no decision is pending. And decision and pending, no intersection between these two. And some wins are decisions. Some of the wins are decisions. This is what the diagram we have. All final can never be pending. All final can never be means it is a possibility. All final are Pending is not possible. All final are pending. Is it possible? Not possible. Why? Because in order to make this one possible, your diagram should be like this. Can you draw your pending like this? If you draw pending like this, no decision is pending will be false. Hence it is not at all possible. Hence definitely true. Can never be pending is true. All final are important is possible. All final are important is possible or not? Yes. Now I can draw my important like this. Hence it is true. Hence both the conclusions follow. Choice 5, question number 38. Then coming to 39. Now in this question number 39, all ideas are telephones. All these ideas. All ideas are telephones, and some telephones are mobiles. Some other telephones are mobile. Some mobiles are ideas is a possibility. Some mobiles are ideas. Tell me whether we can represent like this or not. Yes. And there is a possibility some ideas are not mobiles. Some ideas are not mobiles, true or false? Yes. Idea is here, mobile is here, that's again true. Hence both 1 and 2, choice 5. Then question number 40. Now in this question number 40, as tell me the answer. Some walls are bricks. Some of the walls are bricks. These are walls and these are bricks. All bricks are stones. All these bricks are stones. And no stone is a paper. No stone is paper. Then first one. All wells are papers is a possibility. All wells are papers. Is it possible? Tell me. No. Why? If you write paper like this, no paper is, stone is will be false. Hence it is not possible. And second, some papers are bricks is a possible. Some papers are bricks, is it possible? Not possible. Now in order to make this possible, your paper must be like this, which is not possible. Hence neither 1 nor 2, choice 4. Now this is about question number 36 to 40. Done with this paper? Paper number 27. Anything else to be discussed in this paper, tell me? Clear? And the next is G1. Next is quant. The next is quant. Quant.